Hey guys, welcome back to Deb's Journey. I'm Deborah, and where have I been all this time? I have been here in my new home. It even sounds more echoey because it's so much bigger than where we lived before. I know that while we were doing our search for a new home, I said I thought I wanted a big home, and then but we don't. We're gonna get a smaller home, and then we end up with a house bigger than what our middle plan was, you know. So we ended up buying a home about 20 minutes away from where we lived before, and it's a 4-bedroom home, and maybe one of these days I'll give you a tour, but I'll show you the outside for now. This is a picture of the outside, and this is my kitchen. It is a dream. I love my kitchen. There's so much room for all of my keto ingredients. Like these 4 cabinets on this side is just my keto, like flours and sugars and all kinds of ingredients, protein powders and all kinds of stuff. It's not completely filled, but there's a lot of stuff in there, all kinds of nuts and everything like that. Anyway, I have a double oven over here on this side and a big old fridge, and oh my goodness, to say that, you know, just to say that that we're actually sitting in this home and that it belongs to us, you know. It belongs to us. We're not renting it, we're not borrowing it, we're not house sitting, you know. It belongs to us. This is now Alex and Deborah's home, you know, and we're just so blessed. We're so blessed. We are always so emotional, but this house couldn't have come at a better time. And honestly, while we were looking at this home, we didn't know at the time, but now we do, that I'm pregnant. And so if you thought I was emotional before, always be prepared. I'm spitting it right, but always be prepared for the waterworks, because I'm definitely emotional now. And so yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm actually about to be 3 months pregnant. And we found out today that we're having a boy. We're having a little boy. Excuse me. Everyone had to wait on that these past 3 months, but you guys are getting the news and that I'm pregnant and the gender right away. So we didn't know when we were looking that I was pregnant at the time, but God knew, you know. God knew, and for such a long time, for such a long time in our marriage. We are married almost 16 years now. So don't look at me and say, oh yeah, things just come easily to people. You know, oh yeah, of course she has a new home and now she's expecting a baby. Because things definitely have never ever come easy for Alex and I, and we have always had to work our butts off. Like, we have had to wait, we have cried, we have prayed. But I think that what has pulled us through and caused us to be able to finally see the fruits of our labor is faithfulness to God. And I can only give him that credit. I can only give God that credit, because by myself, or just Alex and I, like we're you know, I don't know, I can only give that credit to God, because he's our source of life, you know. And so things are definitely going to happen in his timing and not our own. I have fought him on his timing year after year after year. I have cried out to him and asked him why, you know. I have begged and pleaded to him. And honestly, if I'm being real honest with myself, it was never the right time. It never was. If I look back at all that time that I begged and I pleaded, and I had my little berrinches, I say berrinches, like your little, what's the word? Like tantrums, there you go. You know, I threw my tantrums and I shook my fist to the heavens, and I was like, why don't you love me? Why don't you do this for me? If I'm so faithful to you, why aren't you faithful to me? That's how I felt. And this is me being dead honest. And this is sitting here thinking about this, and I can look back at the time and be like, man, Deborah, you're ridiculous. You're so ridiculous for saying those things to God. And I feel embarrassed for saying those things to God. But I knew he looked at me and be like, oh, Deborah, if you only knew. So that time was not God's timing. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that just, it wouldn't have worked out. You know, we were in no way financially ready to get a house, much less to afford a baby. You know, like, come on, what was I thinking? You know, I mean, as much as I wanted to be a mother, I know that God saw that. I know that he saw that Alex wanted to be a father, and that you know, these were the true desires of our heart. Things in our prayer life changed all the time, like from where we wanted to work to what we wanted to, you know, just do in life. But the one thing that was a constant the whole 15 years was, God, make me a mother. God, make me a father, you know. Those were the constant. And I know that God, in his perfect timing, you know, he was just like, just wait. Just wait it out, you know. You continue to be faithful to me, and I got you, you know. And so time went, and I grew up, and I matured, and I stopped throwing my fits, and I stopped telling God ridiculous things. But I prayed, and I thanked him. I thanked him that in his timing, he was going to fulfill the desires of my heart. And when I least expected it, boom, you know, here we are, sitting in this beautiful house, growing a little baby inside of me. And it's so surreal, you know. Sometimes I'm driving down the road and to work or from work or to the store, wherever I'm going, and I'll just have a moment like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. Like, I'm actually pregnant. Like, I'm driving down the road, I'm sitting in this vehicle, and there's a baby inside of me, you know. And it's been like, I keep having those moments, you know, at least a few times a week, you know, if not daily, you know, like I'll be sitting there typing something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a baby inside of me. Like, I'm gonna have a baby, and I'm gonna have a baby like this year. The baby is due at the end of November, so we might have a little Thanksgiving baby, and we're definitely thankful, you know. this has been a whirlwind, you know, a definite whirlwind. We've always prayed, God, you know, give us a beautiful home. Give us you know, a place where we can call our own. A place we can call our own, God. We don't want to rent. We don't want to, and there's nothing wrong with renting. Please don't misinterpret what I'm telling you here. But these are just my own desires. Everybody has their different dreams and their different things that they want to do in life, and I wanted to be a homeowner, and so that's what Alex's and I prayer would always be. Lord, thank you that you're one day going to bless us with a beautiful home, and we're going to be able to pay the bills and not have to worry about, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, and we're not going to have to, you know, we're going to be able to invite our family over for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and, you know, welcome people into our home and feed them and make them feel loved. That was always my prayer. And so here we are. So that's where I've been. It's been it's been busy. We've been so busy. You know, before we were house hunting, and I would get so tired. Even now, this first trimester, I thank God I've been, and I'll go over it in more detail later if that's something you want to hear about, how it's been going so far. But I lose my breath a lot, and like I feel like I can't catch my breath sometimes, but it's okay. I think I've always been like that, though. I don't know. Anyway, so between, you know, looking for houses and, you know, working and everything like that, I would just find myself so tired, and so like, oh, I don't feel like making a video, and I'm just tired, and this and this and that, and so I haven't. But here's this video. Here's this video, and I'm excited to be able to give you this news. So yes, we have our house, and now we have our little one on the way. So what is my journey gonna look like now, right? It's not just keto, and am I still doing keto? I have been off for a while, and I've gained a little bit of weight, and that started whenever I was looking for a house, because, oh no, when we were moving, that's when it started. So for a few weeks now, I mean, I haven't been off completely. There's a few weeks in between where I was good, but, you know, not having groceries and not, you know, not having a place to put things and everything like that. We were just ordering out, and it was just easier. And then between that and just feeling tired, not wanting to cook, and anyway, so I haven't been doing keto for a little while, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do keto anymore. I do plan, now that things are kind of like ironing themselves out, and we're finally, you know, moved into the house completely. We still have a few boxes to unpack, but regardless, things are kind of starting to get more normal and feel more, having a routine and a schedule again. I'm definitely going to get back on, because I do not, oh my gosh, I do not want to gain a bunch of weight during this pregnancy. I've already gained back enough. I want to lose this weight. I already talked to my doctor about it, and she's perfectly fine with me continuing keto or low carb. She's perfectly fine with that. She's fine with me even losing weight over my pregnancy. And so I'm not going to really focus on losing weight. I just kind of want to go back to where I was. And then, so I'm about 12 or 13 pounds away from that. So I think I'm just going to try my best to get back to that weight, and then maintain during my pregnancy. And I'm not going to promise anything, though, because this is my first pregnancy, and I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the second trimester is going to look like, much less the third, you know. And so I do want to feed my baby good things and not just junk all the time, because I know that's not good. But anyway, these are my plans for now, and my journey would change, not just be keto, but it'll be maybe, you guys gave me ideas on how to decorate, because I do not know how to decorate at all. You know, I will give you a little bit of a house tour, at least of the living room. There's nothing on the walls right now. I don't know if you could see those shutters on my windows, but there's shutters on all of my windows, almost all of my windows in the whole house, minus like the doors that have the long windows on them, the long glass on them. So I don't have to put up curtains, and I don't want to either, like curtains or anything like that. I don't have to put up blinds. It's just these shutters that are there, and we love them. We think they're beautiful. So I don't want to cover those, but I definitely have a lot of bare walls that need to be decorated. And so yeah, that and the baby stuff, and just telling you how it is to, what it is to be pregnant, and even being pregnant at my weight, you know, and my size, and to see what's the difference between me and somebody else, you know. So you can at least just get that different view. And if you have any questions, please post them down below. What do you want to see from me? Do you want to see lots of baby stuff? Do you want to see more keto stuff? House stuff? What is it that you want to see? Because this is my reality right now, and this is just my life. So I'm sorry, I feel a little bit like, I feel like I'm gonna get more energy as the weeks go by. At least that's what my doctor told me, that I should get more energy in my second trimester, and I've been hearing everybody else say that, so I'm holding them to that, because I hate not having energy, especially moving into a new house. My poor husband, especially because he didn't want me to pick anything up or, like, you know, do any heavy work, because he's such a sweet guy. But you know, like unloading boxes or even just unpacking boxes, I was just kind of like, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this. But you know, that's hard to learn that you're pregnant right when you're moving, and you can't pick up boxes and you can't do all that stuff, and I hated that. But anyway, it's done and over. We're here now, right, babe? We're here. And I know my husband didn't mind, because again, he's such an amazing man, and I love him to pieces. But anyway, we're having a boy. We're having a boy. Oh my gosh. Stay tuned next time, because I'm gonna be revealing the baby's name. All right, guys, I love you. Peace. Thank you for sticking with me. I know that I've been posting very scarcely, but thank you for sticking with me and listening to my story, and I hope I can be some sort of an inspiration to you. Have a great night. Until next time. Bye. Subscribe, share this video, like this video, do all the things. All right, bye.